I'm so upset. I really am. I'm in Alice's room at the moment, and this is the tallest cupboard I've got for hanging things. I've got a lot of dresses hanging here, but even like it's not tall enough for the dresses, so they drag in the ground. So I came in here this morning looking for things to wear, and discovered that there's mould in that cupboard, which means that I'm going to have to take all the dresses out, wash them all and hope I get the mould spores out. I'm going to have to clean out the cupboard, and that the shoes that I had in that cupboard are ruined. Okay, whinge incoming. The house I live in, it's cold and damp, and things in here get mouldy, they get damp, and it really annoys me and upsets me, and I feel like I'm always I'm fighting a never-ending battle of keeping things okay. And I'm just about to sign up for another year of living here because it's not like I can afford to move, or I haven't really found the time to look for anything else. And I have this ongoing thing where, if you've been following me for a while, you know that a couple of years ago I was battling depression quite badly. When I moved in here, so I left my husband during lockdown, and I moved in here, and I also lost my job through redundancy, and at first I was all glorious and wonderful, but then I basically the last however many years caught up with me and I burnt out, and then I got a really bad burnout depression, and that coincided with perimenopause, which also affected me quite badly with emotional symptoms. So for a long time, it was enough just coping and not keeping the most perfect home ever. So I kind of feel like I am still cleaning away the depression of a couple of years ago, and it's that is very much the reality. There are things in here, in this house, I have not touched for years, things in cupboards and stuff that needs to be tidied away, and obviously this is one of them. I've not looked at the bottom of that cupboard in so long, and I hardly ever wear the clothes in there because I've lost an awful lot of weight. So, I have a cupboard full of dresses, of which maybe 2 still fit me. And so I don't really go in there. And I don't wear high heels, so why would I look at the high heels? Do you really want to sniff on that? And yeah, so today I'm feeling a little sorry for myself, because I've got nothing to wear. And then I don't wear the things I have, and then the things I have get ruined, and then I don't want to live here, but I don't feel like I can move. So I'm gonna see. Oh, are they that broken underneath as well? Oh my god, they really are. Well, this is not going to be an easy decision. The thing is, these are United nudes, and they are expensive, and they're rare, and they're amazing. And when I can wear them, they are the only high heels that don't hurt my feet like mad. These I can clean up, that won't be a problem. The other 2 pairs that were there, I'm just going to throw out because they're too worn and broken, and I don't know why I've even kept them. I'm trying to decide whether I'm going to try and save those and then take them to a shoe repairer and see if they can fix them, or whether I should just throw them out, because I didn't realize the sole was cracked. And with the sole cracked, maybe it is just time to say goodbye. I don't want to say goodbye to my United nudes. And now I'm scared to look in the other cupboards and see what I might find there. And then obviously I've got this to deal with. Another thing I discovered today is that I have one of these little robotic hoovers, a D-bot, and I just discovered today that the batteries in the remote have leaked. So that's another thing that I have to deal with. And I have a lot of things to deal with today, and mouldy boots and leaky batteries were not on that list. That was not part of my plan. Or indeed, washing clothes. Oh well, it's only one thing I can do right now, and that's fall apart and then pull myself back together and get on with shit, so I guess I'm gonna do that. Well, I guess I'm getting an excuse for sitting out in the sun for a bit, because it's very nice out here. I've not used the garden as much as I want to this year either, because the garden's been a mess, but at least Alice and I tackled that the other week, and yes, now it's a mess, but we can get out here. There's a lot that still needs sorting out, but we just hacked everything down. Literally hacked everything off and kind of went, right, we'll start over. I need to get rid of the Wendy house because Alice has really outgrown it, and reconsider how to use this space. I don't think I'm going to worry about what I'm growing in the garden this year. I've got some sage, I've got some mint, I've got some lemon balm, and it seems like nothing can kill those things. Yeah, just leave the garden there for this year and come back stronger next, or not, you know. I can't believe that these suede boots have just got a bit of dirt and spider web on them and nothing else, and then my leather boots are just covered in mould. Well, I've got a solution of water and vinegar, so I'm going to start washing them. See where I get with that. I have a very rare work-free and child-free day today. So what happened was I was on a late shift last night, and I'm on an early shift tomorrow morning, which means that even though I've got today off, I can't have the kids because I was home from work too late last night and I start work too early tomorrow morning. So that's why today was going to be a day when, apart from resting, I was tackling a lot of the just normal household stuff that needs doing. And if you watch the last vlog, the day in our life vlog that I posted, you know that I've been thinking a lot about how we can sort of keep control of our home and not let it get so messy again. You know, I've reached a point in my mental health journey where I want to have a nice home around me, and right now this doesn't feel like a home. It feels like a place where I'm staying, but I don't have that sort of sense of possessiveness about it, I suppose, that it's mine and that I care about it and that it cares about me, which I did when I just moved in. I felt really safe here, and it was, you know, where I went to recharge and compose myself, and you know, it's where I went after I left my husband and just had to work out who I am as a single mom, and I feel like I don't have that sense at all anymore. And the things I used to decorate with, they've just been taken down, or the fairy lights have run out of battery and it's all just sitting there. And so slowly but surely I want to start regaining the feeling that this is my place, that I look after the place and the place looks after me. And so Alice and I came up with a list of things that we can do together, or take responsibility for together, both her and me as the two able-bodied people living here. And we said, do the washing up every day, make the bed every day. Those are two very, very simple little things that just help with a sense of overall general tidiness. And also to do a 10-minute reset every day. And I've not kept up with that now these days that the girls haven't been here, but I thought if I reset before they show up here for the weekend, then Alice and I can keep that going, because I really want to keep reinforcing that message with her, and also making sure that Alice understands that she is part of this house, part of this home, and carries part of the responsibilities. And I suppose actually that in a way this has been a blessing in disguise, because I've been umming and ahhing about throwing away those shoes for years. even though one pair is broken, it had a broken heel, and I was like, oh, but shall I go and get it fixed? For a pair of shoes I don't wear. And now it's like, no, they are broken and they're mouldy, let's just chuck them. So that's 2 more things from my life that are gone. Things that have just been clutter that are now gone. And I do want to declutter and get rid of a lot of stuff. I have a lot of stuff that I need to sell on Facebook Marketplace as well, but again, I've not really found the time to organize it, take photos, post, get it sold. Oh, but hopefully I can get some of that done. I feel so much better now as well. I have been on hormone replacement therapy for my perimenopause symptoms for quite some time now, and for the last 3 months I have also been on testosterone, and that has made a huge difference. And I'm really ready to tackle things and crack on with things and take charge of things again. That's sort of the beauty of testosterone, is what it gives you back a bit of oomph. I'm ready, you know, I can do this. I have the energy, I have the strength, I have the will, I have the mental lust to do stuff. And you know what, I managed to get it prescribed on the NHS. And that is a whole separate story, so I'm going to do that in a separate vlog, how I managed to get my unwilling GP to accept a testosterone prescription for me. And I've also had some really good news from my endocrinologist, that instead of killing my thyroid with radioactive iodine, which was the last conversation we had, or second to last now, she's looked at all of my blood tests over the last 10 years and gone, you know what, I think we actually have a chance to take you off medication completely and see if that works. Because my thyroid has remained really level and calm for the last 10 years. And so she goes, let's check your antibodies, and if they're negative, let's take you off medicine and see if your thyroid stays level. If it doesn't, we obviously have to revisit the idea of radioactive iodine and killing off my thyroid. But there is, you know, that is a risk, and I'm willing to take it, but there's an equally big chance that my thyroid has finally healed and I will not have another recurrence of this overactive thyroid, which would be lovely. Well, the day goes on. My shoes are still drying outside. Well, not, they're obviously dry, but they're airing out and just staying in the sun. I've got dry laundry outside that I need to take care of. And I've cleaned out the cupboard. Yay me. And what I'm doing right now is I'm making dinner for myself for tonight, but I'm also making sure that I have food ready for Elin come the weekend, because obviously she needs a blend when she's here. So I'm gonna make, I've got teriyaki beef, so I'm gonna fry that cut that into strips and fry it. And I'm gonna stir fry vegetables and then make some kind of noodle soup for me. And then Elin will get the same, but with potatoes, because potatoes are easier to blend. So that's what I'm up to right now. I have something very important on my to-do list on days when I'm not working and the girls aren't here, and that is rest. I learned that back when I burnt out, to plan in rest, and that it's actually it's a non-negotiable and important. So I do that now. I make sure to take some time out for myself in the day to just either have a nap, ideally have a nap, or lie down and do nothing, or maybe just watch some TV and eat something. I have to say, food's not been great today. This is probably the most decent thing I'm eating the whole day, because I've been so focused on other things that I've not sort of stopping to think about food has kind of come in between. I've eaten, obviously, but I'm not going to pretend that I've eaten well. I'm actually kind of looking forward to this meal. If I'm lucky, I might even have made myself enough for 2 meals plus a blend for Elin. And we're going to see what it looks like when it's cooked. Oh, look, I have a kitchen full of washing up to take care of again. But I also have a lot of Elin food. I wasn't entirely sure it was going to fit into one. It probably would have, but I've put it in both now. And that needs to cool down and then go in the fridge. And I've made noodle soup for myself. I love noodle soup. So I'm really looking forward to that. I mean, look at that. Doesn't that look just gorgeous? Stir-fried vegetables, stir-fried beef, brown noodles, and miso broth. With a bit of coconut milk in it, because I like it. I'm going to sit down and eat and watch some Grey's Anatomy. And then I might get back. We shall see. Oh, God, it is dark in this room. I've got all the lamps plus my ring light on, and it's still dark. But hey, let's try. Oh, butterfly down, butterfly down. Try and get some of these cobwebs in the corners off. And I need to water my plants because it's been really hot and dry for the last few days. But I have done the washing up again, so the kitchen is clear. I have taken in the laundry that was drying outside. No, I've not sorted it and put it away. That is probably not going to happen today because, you know, limits. But yeah, I've actually reasonably kept up with the chores that Alice and I agreed upon. Well, kept up with my part of it. Obviously, Alice hasn't been here. And fairly soon I need to get ready and go to bed because I've got to be up early tomorrow morning. Much earlier than I was up this morning. I slept until 10. It was glorious. I think I've reached the end of my day with all of that. Now I'm doing things in the wrong order. Crap. I was going to put the hair away before I put coconut milk on my skin. I use coconut milk for everything. Skin, hair, and I even put it in my coffee and ingest it. And sometimes I fry in it. Not me, food. It's a really good makeup remover actually, and it's really good for the skin. Which is why I use it a lot. Right, let's get the hair up in a loose top pony for sleep as well. So my hair has really changed. And those waves are really coming into their own now that I'm learning how to deal with them as well, which is really, really fascinating. There. I'm a pretty pineapple. It's been nice having a day where I'm pottering around and I'm just doing things for me. I spent a lot of time editing the last vlog I posted, the day in the life. I like making them, and I know that you guys like watching them, but oh my god, it's easily 6 hours of footage that is just chaotic and all over the place and somehow has to be condensed down to like a 25-minute vlog. It's not easy doing a day in the life vlog, which is why I don't do them more often. But yes, it is nice when I do sometimes do them. I suppose this has been sort of another little day in the life, but hopefully marginally less chaotic footage for me to deal with later. Just the stuff I get up to when I'm all on my lonesome. I don't feel particularly lonely. I do miss my girls though, and it's going to be very nice having them back tomorrow. We're going to have a nice fun weekend together, and hopefully I'm going to be a happy and collected and calm mum who enjoy things, but I should be. I have to say that this whole HRT thing that I've been on now for so long, it has made a massive difference. And talking of which, I'm going to put some estrogen on because I split my estrogen dose. I have half of it in the morning and half of it in the evening. And I tend to put it on my legs. Sometimes I put it on my arms. Sometimes I put it on my stomach. Like, it doesn't really matter where I put it. The testosterone I'm on, and as I say, I'm going to go into that in a lot more detail in another vlog, but it basically comes in little sachets like this. So one of these sachets is a male dose, but of course I'm not a man and I don't want to turn into a man. I'm not transitioning. Not today anyway. So I take about 1/9 of what's in this. So it's a little pea shape, pea-sized blob of the gel that I rub into my buttocks, but I do that in the morning, and because it's so little I don't split that dose. But yes, I'm gonna go to bed now, and I hope you are all doing well and have enjoyed this. So once again, thank you for watching. hit the subscribe button and share my videos if you feel that they're useful for somebody else. And I will see you again very soon. Mwah! Bye!